We are celebrating the end of Season 9 of 2K TV with community members. We have got Demi, Aaliyah, and Watch Me Work. They're going to go with LD2K and Rodney in the Wreck and hopefully get some W's on today's episode of Team 2K TV versus the world. What's going on? Welcome to the show again, you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. How are you feeling today?
It feels great. I mean, I'm excited to be on here. You know, it's always good to be able to come on 2K TV and to be able to, you know, show your game to the rest of the world. So I'm excited. I'm ready to go.
I'm very excited to be here. Grateful for the opportunity to be on 2K TV again and be playing with the best, the 2K community themselves.
Look, I'm just ready to do my thing and just, you know, concede and watch me work.
With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Thompson is in the front court alongside Green. Stephen Curry's out there with Matthew. And it's Clark in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the Rookie of the Month award named not so long ago. MP Greg once again taking home the honors.
And winning that award multiple times in a year is not easy. Hard to think of anyone else taking away Rookie of the Year from MP.
Shoot two.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Good on both. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoff. Last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Here's Clark after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And the shot goes down.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. Now here's Curry. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Rocket two over Conley. Curry's shot is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Conley's shot is off. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. into the paint. Here's Edwards, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Towns trying to get open. Kept alive, Minnesota. And yes, it's good. Towns has got his second basket.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a lack of effort from Towns on the glass. He is a glass eater and keeps possessions alive for his team.
Good on the bucket.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Tries again. Warriors with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Matthews. The shot comes out, and Minnesota now the other way. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Over Matthews. Offensive rebound. Towns. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Stolen by Conley. Edwards with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Takes the 13-footer. Edwards can't hit.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Yep, that one goes in there. 6 points.
All right. Well done, everybody in the chat.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter that I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Oh, here's Edwards. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here is Matthews. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Timberwolves trail by 4. The pass to McDaniels. Edwards against Matthews. 3-pointer. And Anthony Edwards hits from deep. Edwards got 7.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Here's Clark. And the shot goes in.
Moving it around. 8 of the last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Passes it to McDaniels. up 2 there.
I love watching him carve his way inside and capitalize.
Warriors have gone 7-9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Gobert
Whoa. That man grabbed that ball out of my hand.
Impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Big
now,
boy.
Here's McDaniel. 17 points for him last game against Sacramento. Gobert down low. He's covered by Matthews. They get it again. Gobert against Matthews. Snatched up. Tries yet again. And Gobert.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off
They
balance
call it like
because of
3
the outstanding
offensive rebounds. Field
goals have been made off an assist.
Timeout call. First of the game for Minnesota. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniel. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards.
Lovely.
And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. Different look here for the Warriors. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Kuminga comes in for Green. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Curry. Now here's Wiggins. After the miss from Matthews. 6 on the shot clock. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Hey, we know every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Alexander Walker passes to Noel. For 3.
No.
Shots good. Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker.
Damn.
The game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Yes.
Balls knocked loose. Towns with the
Shit,
steal.
guys. Take back that man.
Oh
my God.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Kuminga. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And they recover it. Wiggins outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Yours. Square enough.
Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
Tell you what, for a small forward, Wiggins is strong inside. I mean,
Come on, guys. They need to put up some threes.
Confidence too. That's scary for the opposition.
Here's Noel. No points in the game yet for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota.
I think so. I be trying to keep it clean as best as I can, but sometimes a nigga just get lost in the sauce. It's a testosterone-driven game. A nigga gotta get grumpy, you know. I'm gonna got 2 points up, you know. Miss. No, miss you, man.
The free throw drops for Towns. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Peyton, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Towns drops them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity.
The Warriors trade. Substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Edwards has come in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Noel. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Kyle Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Thunder put on a show. He finished with 20 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. Another solid game from him. He's playing well, so is his team. How long can they keep this up, Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
You need to get one more flushy pass anyways.
And the first one drops. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple. And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Now here's Edwards. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Sacramento.
And, you know, that night his defense was remarkable as well. He was excellent coming up with steals.
All right.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
And
damn.
The Warriors miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Matthews dishes to Clark. Curry against Conley. Outside Curry. Back to Matthews. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Edwards. Here's Reed. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It goes on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Another thing that stood out to me tonight is their early success at the free throw line. I mean, they've been able to draw contact and then convert at the line.
Warriors leading by 7. Curry outside hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the greatest shooter we have ever seen. Curry is just lethal from outside.
And the rejection by Clark. Curry finds Thompson to the middle. Here's Matthews. Outside for Curry. Shot clock at 6. On up there for Clark. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you know, when he comes off the screen, you have to play Curry for the shot. And there you just see a nice dish.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. A 12-point game. To the wing right side. Inside. And finished up by McDaniel.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now Anderson, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Curry with the defensive effort. Warriors leading by 10. And the the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
The Warriors have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Timberwolves trail by 13. And the Timberwolves call time. You look at the beast, he's really been playing well.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
Show your spirit, fans. Loudest in the arena gets a free T-shirt.
Yeah, Timberwolves no te dan nada, play.
Here's Anderson, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the inside, and finished off by Anderson.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now here's Curry, 43 points out last game. Clark outside, back to Matthews. He dishes it to Thompson. Here's Curry with the three. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 11. Conley, the pass to Anderson. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
It's Curry outside. It's good from long range. And the Warriors lead by 12.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Outside, Edwards. Back to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Matthews. Anderson against Green. 5 to shoot. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Pass to Thompson. Dishes it to Green. Down low. Here's Matthews. And that one hits back iron.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Edwards kicks to Conley. 3-pointers off the mark. Warriors leading by 10. Right side, Green. The shot from the low post is good. Green's got his first points in this one.
And it's easy to admire Green. His ability to work through contact is one of the reasons he's so valuable.
Now here's Edwards. 7 points in the game. Anderson dishes to Edwards. Good D by Matthews. Warriors have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Thompson passes to Curry. Conley against Clark. And the layup is good. Clark's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home just couldn't pull out the win.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. So that brings the first half to a close. The Warriors on top, up by 8. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
The Warriors, 66.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Thompson is in the front court alongside Green. Matthews out there with Curry. And it's Clark in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. So that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
Now, here's Clark. Here's Green. Plays it up and banks it in.
Boy, throwing himself on the offensive glass and being rewarded for it, that's the energy that Draymond Green brings.
McDaniels gets to Conley. Edwards inside. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look below. Edwards rising to the rack.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
Come on.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Now here is Conley after the miss from Matthews. Outside Edwards. The Warriors pull it in. Clark's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Green. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Green's got 4 this quarter.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
McDaniels finds Conley. Outside Edwards.
Lovely.
Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And you look at Anthony Edwards, and G.A., he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
Now here's Curry. He's got 16. Wants to get it to Matthews and does. That one goes in. Matthews has got 19 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Towns. He's got 11. Here's McDaniels over Thompson. Kept alive. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Pass to Curry. Clark kicks to Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State. And he gets the bucket.
Assisted by
1 point in the game.
A team-first player. When Thompson notices one of his guys is uncovered, he is willing to get it to him.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 12.
And since being the first pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards has not disappointed.
I'll tell you something, partner. The Timberwolves got that one right. Did they ever? I mean, we knew about his nuclear athleticism, but the leadership, the work ethic, the ability to impact winning also have been evident. This is a multi-time All-Star going forward.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nas Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Kyle Anderson in for McDaniel.
Yeah, way to play and attack mode and
get to the line. And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that
Come
shot,
on, yo.
stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
He hits the second from the line. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. They trail by 7. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Matthews. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
First personal foul.
An elite score, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
The Warriors have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
At the line for one.
Free throw, good. Matthews. With options like the G League Ignite team, fewer players, Clark, feel they have to go to college. Would you have been tempted by those options?
I don't think I would have been personally, Kevin, but I do like the fact that there are other pathways to the NBA. College is not for everybody. I think it's one of the surest ways to develop as a person and your game, but it's not for everybody. So I like the fact that there are other pathways to get to the NBA.
Reed finds Anderson. Edwards against Matthews. Edwards passes to Towns. 5 on the clock. And the basket is good. Towns has got 13 points.
You know, this is what makes Towns an all-star kind of talent. I mean, his ability to get it going and pile up points in a hurry.
And it's Matthews with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Towns misses the layup. He had him with that bump thing. Warriors leading by 12. Matthews into the lane, and Matthews throws it down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Here is Conley. The Warriors making the shot. Anderson outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved, unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
Noel, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Thompson inside, working on Anderson. And Matthews gets it to go in on the assist by Thompson. Matthews has got 14 points now in the second half. Timberwolves trail by 14. Outside, Edwards. Out to the right wing. Reed with it. He's against Clark. 6 to shoot. For 3, Edwards. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters to help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 16. Here's Towns. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And Matthews kicks to Kuminga. Feeds to Matthews. And he uses the glass on the layup. Matthews has got 33 points.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo. An unselfish player, always looking to make the extra pass.
Alexander Walker passes to Edwards. Now Reed. There's the killer two-handed slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
So it's Minnesota now, after the miss from Matthews. Edwards passes to Towns. That cuts the lead to single digits. 15 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Inside, Matthews goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Assist goes to.
And now that's 35 points for the Beast.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
The pass to Alexander Walker. And that one drops for him. Alexander Walker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Back to Matthews. Now the dish to Iguodala. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
Great instincts from him to get it.
Substitution on the court.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clark.
It goes on Brandon Clark.
First team
The
foul.
officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And the second free throw, good. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now Conley, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Pass to Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Conley's shot is off.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Thompson.
No doubt this is Thompson's most lethal weapon. One of the greatest 3-point shooters in the history of this game.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Outside Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Tries it from 19. And the rejection by Towns. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Timberwolves trail by 16. Here's Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Comes up empty down low. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Thompson with the bucket.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Conley finds McDaniel. Gobert trying to get open. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Matthews, 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Where I had that.
And he's good on the second.
Hey, them boy miss.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They are just killing him on the interior. Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Matthews. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast. Great TV studio appearances as well.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You've watched his work. Why is that?
And Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible, and we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks.
Now Gobert. The pass to Edwards. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul.
Jaden McDaniels.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Warriors leading by 18. Matthews passes to Curry. And Matthews now top of the key. Outside Green. Tops it inside the line. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. 14 points for Klay Thompson. Bounce pass Conley. Passes it to Gobert. Matthews against Edwards. It's stolen by Green. Against Gobert. And that one is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Tipped away. Edwards inside. He's covered by Matthews.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves denying shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here's Conley. Brandon Clark picking up that last basket. It's Matthews on the wing. Edwards defending. And it's Clark slamming it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
To the inside. Here's Thompson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assist. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. That free throw good from Thompson. Greg, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Clay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback.
Just 3 to shoot from deep. Prince. Good D by Thompson.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's McLaughlin. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. Prince wide open. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
Here's Matthews. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Waters. Wide open look. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And there's another turnover by the
Turnover on
Warriors. The Warriors making a switch here. Cody's checked in. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Anderson. Green with the rebound. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Warriors. Here's Matthews. Good D by Anderson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Waters.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Now here's Matthews. Can't hit from in close.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now
for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the Beast.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
And so here is Golden State following the bucket by the Timberwolves. For the 3, Chandler. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's Prince on the wing. Outside Knight. Here's Waters. He's covered by Matthews. And the basket by Waters.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Matthews, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Matthews has got 40 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
Why not 4 or 5? I'm gonna talk to the janitor and then I'm gonna wrap this 2K session up. I don't know, I was just missing it for a while, and then I figured there was gonna be a new season. It looks good, but not anything that's really pulling my attention as yet. Alright, so till next time, y'all. We out.